In this video, I'm going to review an expired script, a script that I use when I'm calling expired listings so that I can talk to sellers that their property did not sell and it expired after 30, 60, 90 days, 120 days or 6 months, whatever the time frame it was. So we're calling expired listings so that you can get listings and be able to sell those listings, list them, market them, contact others, realtors, buyers, prospecting, cold calling in order to get a buyer for that property. So I'm going to review 11 questions that we ask on this expired script from Mike Ferry, one of the top coaches that many realtors use and that I use when I am calling expired listings. So this is Lily Handy Dominguez coming to you from San Antonio, Texas with YouTube Agent Prep. On this channel, I review questions, vocabulary for Texas state and national questions and lots of vocabulary. However, I am now adding other types of videos that will help you get your business going as to what happens after you pass your real estate license. Of course, there's a lot of training that goes on, and some of you may want to do prospecting, which is also known as cold calling or door knocking or sending out letters or having open houses. On this video, I will review an expired listing by Mike Ferry. I will review 11 questions. All right, so here we go. So this is the expired listing or expired script, excuse me, from Mike Ferry, one of many coaches out there that realtors use when they are prospecting. And prospecting, we do it in order to get appointments and go to the appointment and get the listing. But before we can get there, we've got to get a list of sellers from the expired list, from MLS, or you pay for a lead generating system. I currently use Vulcan 7. It's an awesome program. So in this, I will expand it, I will zoom it and show you the 11 questions. Again, expired script by Mike Ferry. There are 11 questions, and I am going to go through them, one by one. Okay, so I'll get with it here in just a moment, okay? I want to be able to show all the screen, and that is not happening. Fit to width. Okay, right there. Okay, so when we're calling expired listings, we want to practice this expired script of 11 questions. And you can practice with other realtors. And what the process is practicing at 7:30 in the morning with other realtors throughout the United States that are calling for sale expired listings, okay, that are from the MLS. So these were listings that were listed for sale by the owner, and they expired after the listing agreement. And listing agreements can vary 30, 60, 90, 120, 180 days. I like to have 6-month listings. Okay, so we start out, okay, in this expired script by saying, "Hi, this is Lily from San Antonio," instead of saying from a particular real estate company, but you can do that. So I do, "Hi, this is Lily from San Antonio, Texas. I'm sure you figured out that your home came up on our computer as a expired listing or actually as an off-market listing. And we're calling to see, do you still need to sell your home? So we put emphasis on the capital words that you see right there. Okay. And then as you're going through, there's going to be pauses, downswings, nod heads, and you lean forward. Of course, you're doing this on a phone and you're looking at their phone number, their name from the lead generating system, or if you download them from expired listings from the MLS. I use, as I mentioned, Vulcan 7. And so you want to change your tone when you're asking certain questions. For example, the first one is, when do you plan on interviewing the right agent for the job of selling your home? So we're emphasizing, overemphasizing the words right, job, selling, and with a downswing. Okay, kind of angry. Of course, you're not really angry, but you want to come across firm and overemphasize that. When do you plan on interviewing the right agent for the job of selling your home? So when they respond, you're going to repeat what they said and use an affirmation word like unreal. Are you kidding? And then we move quickly to the next question. Second question is, you're kind of mad. So if you sold this home, where would you go next? So you're pausing where there's an underscore and emphasize where, next. And again, when they reply, we're going to repeat what they said, affirm, use an affirming word like that's exciting. And then you quickly move to the next question. Number 3, we're going to be a little annoyed. So how soon do you have to be there? Okay. Now I did a downswing. It's supposed to be an upswing. So how soon do you need to be there? And they're going to answer. And then you repeat. So if they say, oh, I want to be there in 2 months. So you repeat, 2 months. Awesome or good. Really. Move to the next question. So the next one, we're going to have a little bit of empathy. So what do you think stopped your home from selling? Downswing. And we listen after we say the question, ask the question, we listen, and then we repeat. And they might say, well, the realtor didn't bring any buyers. The realtor didn't show it. They typically blame the realtor. So we'll repeat what they said. Oh, so the realtor didn't bring any buyers. You don't have to repeat everything, at least one statement. Then you affirm, unfortunately, or I'm so sorry. Move to the next question. Number 5, now we relax. So how did you happen to pick the last agent you listed with? And they're like, oh, from church, or a friend referred them, or they're a family member. So we repeat that. Oh, somebody from church. Then we affirm. Great. Move quickly to the next question. Again, relax. What did that agent do that you like best? Okay, that's an upswing, and you pause and you wait. So they'll repeat and say, well, they didn't do anything that I liked. And we're like, they didn't do anything that you liked? Bummer. That's too bad. Okay, those are a couple of affirming words. Move quickly to the next question. Now we're going to whisper. So, what do you feel that they should have done? Again, we emphasize feel, done. And it's a downswing. We lower our voice, and you can also lower your head to create that downswing. And they're going to say, well, bring us an offer. And we're going to say, oh, bring you an offer. Interesting. Move to the next question. You don't elaborate. We just keep going. We're learning about the seller. So excited. What do you expect from the next agent you choose? They're going to answer and say, well, I want him to sell my home. I want him to communicate with me. Let me know what's happening. So you want to hear from them. Good communication. Bring you an offer. Wonderful. Next question. Number 9, it says more excited. Have you already chosen an agent to work with? To work with. Downswing. See the difference? I said, have you chosen an agent to work with? So going upswing is uncertain. We're not confident. When we do a downswing, have you already chosen an agent to work with? Okay, we're confident. We want to know. So they're saying, no, haven't decided on another agent, or they'll say, we're going to use the same agent. So again, we repeat, no, haven't chosen an agent. Well, that's awesome. Number 10, really excited. We would love to apply for the job of selling your home. Are you familiar with the techniques I use to sell homes in this market? Downswing. They're like, well, no, I don't even know you. So we repeat, oh, you don't know me. Wow. So it says, no, you are kidding me. So when they say, no, I don't know you, and you say, no, you're kidding me. So you move quickly to the next question, the final one. So what would be the best time for me to show you? Today at 2 o'clock or tomorrow at 4 o'clock? And we pause, okay, and a downswing. So again, what would be the best time for me to show you? Today at 2 or tomorrow at 3? And they're going to say, well, you know what? My wife or my husband's not going to be here. And you want to say, oh, so your husband's not going to be there or your wife's not going to be there, whatever they stated. We repeat it and we affirm, well, I understand. Well, how about that we set an appointment now and you let your husband know? And if for some reason they're not able to be there, then we can reschedule and I'll follow up to make sure that both of you are going to be present. So this is the script that we use that when we call every day. And of course, eventually you're going to put your own personality to it. And you may not go through all the questions. However, these are the 11 main questions that we ask in order to learn about the seller and determine what their motivation is, when do they need to move, where they're going, so that we can then find out and get a realtor where they're going to be moving to and refer them out and get a referral fee, to understand why it didn't sell. And we can go in and show them what we do differently than other realtors in order to get a property sold. So today I was just reviewing this expired script. So I'm going to go through it without interrupting so that you get a feel of just the questions. You might think, oh my God, this is boring. I can't do that. Well, you be amazed. You'll want to attend some strategy calls like from Take 52, which is on Facebook. And we attend those every Tuesday or Thursday, or you may have a coach that you will be guided by, or a mentor, or other realtors that you're going to practice this with. Okay, so again, this is an expired script by Mike Ferry, and it has a guideline for constructive feedback. So this is a script that we write every day. We practice it on our own, and we practice it with other realtors. So we act as the listing realtor, calling the expired, and and the other realtor is acting as the seller. There are also presentations that we watch on Friday, and I will do another video on that. So again, this script is we'd say, "Hi, this is Lily. I'm a local realtor in San Antonio, and we're sure you've figured out that your home came up on our computer as an expired listing. We've changed that to an off-market listing, and we're calling to see, do you still need to sell your home?" First question, where do you plan on interviewing? When do you plan on interviewing the right agent for the job of selling your home? We're emphasizing words and downswings. Number two, a little mad. If you sold this home, where would you go next? Okay, next question. How soon do you have to be there? Okay, or how soon do you have to be there? Okay, a little bit annoyed. Next, what do you think stopped your home from selling? Number five, how did you happen to pick the agent that you chose? Or how did you happen to pick the last agent you listed with? Number six, so these are in the relaxed feeling. What did that agent do that you like best? Number seven, what do you feel that they should have done? Number eight, excited. What will you expect from the next agent you choose? Number nine, have you already chosen an agent to work with? Number 10, we would love to apply for the job of selling your home. Are you familiar with the techniques that I use to sell homes in this market? And number 11, what would be the best time for us to show you? Today or tomorrow at 3? So sometimes we'll say today at 3 or tomorrow at 4. We want to give them options. After we do these 11 questions, we'll either set an appointment or we will not, or they won't answer, or they'll hang up on us. And we may not get through that many. However, it is consistency, persistence. If they don't answer the first day, we call them again the next day. We call for 10 days until we get them. If after 10 days they don't answer, then we put them on a no answer list. Okay. And this is provided in the Vulcan 7 lead generating system that I use. So if you have any questions about this expired script, or you want to understand more on, you know, how it works and how you feel, because we get reluctant to call, we get fearful to call. All right. And so many people don't do it. Okay. Because it is fearful. Why? Because there's going to be rejection. People are going to hang up on us. There's going to be angry people. And then there's someone that's going to say, yes, I want to hear what you have to say because I need to sell my home. And I don't want to use the prior realtor. I want somebody new that's a bulldog, a pit bull, or that is aggressive, assertive, that is a proactive realtor. And that's what we want to be, a proactive realtor, not a passive realtor. There are other techniques that are passive activities that a realtor can do and get listings. That's for another video. So if you like this video about expired listings, make a comment, click the bell to get reminded, tap the like button, and subscribe to my channel. This is Lily Handy Dominguez coming to you from San Antonio, Texas with YouTube Agent Prep, helping realtors get their business going and what it takes to become successful or sell a few properties. It's different for everyone, okay? Because there's realtors of all ages that have goals, okay? And then after this, there are other processes, other things that happen in real estate, building networks. There is a lot that happens in real estate transactions that most realtors that are getting started are not aware of. So before you get started, right, other realtors are taking their real estate courses, practicing questions, vocabulary, and preparing for the exams. So that's another thing that I do on this channel, and I've been doing since 2014 and on YouTube since 2020. So you can review lots of other videos having to do with questions, vocabulary, and questions from national, which apply to all 50 states, and then Texas specific questions. Thanks again, and until the next video.